I'm Niecy Nash Betts. Shout out to Grape News.
So we got to talk about this, y'all. I'm very skeptical. Y'all seen this, y'all? All right. A Martin prequel series called Young Martin is in the works. Okay. Martin Lawrence is set to executive produce. Okay. I don't like this, y'all. I don't like this. I'm sorry. I don't like this. Now, peep this. From what I've heard, from what I've been reading, right? This show is not going the route of an everybody hates Chris, which will make a lot more sense, right? Like, okay, a young Martin show, you know, he's growing up and stuff like that. Martin was hilarious. Okay, so you're going to get a young guy that, no, they're going the route from what I'm hearing, okay, from the grapevine, from what I'm hearing, is that they're going the route of Bel-Air. Okay, remember they remade Fresh Prince and made it a drama series and made it more serious? That's what they're talking about, what they might do with young Martin. And it's not a coincidence that obviously he's good friends with Will Smith. Okay. And this might be the idea that they're going for. I don't think they need to touch Martin. I think they need to leave Martin alone. I don't want them to ruin the legacy of Martin. Because as much as people like Bel-Air, I didn't give it a try, y'all. I'm sorry. They could have named that show anything else. Why it had to be Fresh Prince? Like, it makes no sense. Why the hell was you making Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which was a comedy, okay, a serious drama? You said nothing beats the original. They need to let it be. Right. You said those ears, if they find the right guy, man. I don't think they should do anything. I think they should leave it alone. Like, and it's crazy that Martin is actually signed off for this, so they must be giving him some good money. Y'all know what? I'm actually more interested in old Martin instead of young Martin. Even though Tommy's passed away, rest in peace, right? Nipsey, remember the guy that owned the bar? Remember Nipsey's? He's passed away allegedly, right? I think Nipsey passed away. They can do something to make it like, basically it can be like a House of Pain type of thing. I don't see why because remember, Gina, Tisha Campbell, and Martin are cool now. I don't know if y'all knew that. They made amends. They're cool now, right? Why they can't just bring everybody back? You know what I'm saying? Uncle Cole, right? Auntie Pam, right? And just have an older Gina and an older Martin and call it a... Now, that's not what I necessarily will want. I would want them to just leave it alone, but I would want that instead of a young Martin. I don't care about this, right? Y'all might as well just brought back the original cast. I think that would have been dope. You said I don't like it either. I don't think it's gonna work. If they mess it up, leave it up. Man, you know they're gonna mess it up. They mess everything up. You said this generation needs some original of its own. Leave the right. And that's another thing of these kids now. That's how you know we getting older, y'all. Y'all know I'm a young old ninja. I'm the young old ninja now, right? These kids don't have nothing of their own. They don't have no originality. Look at everything that they're growing up on. They're all growing up on stuff that we grew up on. They just rehashing it. They remaking Lion King again. They keep remaking the Little Mermaid, and they didn't remake Batman and Spider-Man 36,000 times. They didn't remade like we just said with the Fresh Prince, right? They remade the Fresh Prince. They remade Boy Meets World, Girl Meets World. They remade, they had a new Raven show where she's the mom and stuff. That's So Raven. Like, y'all don't have your own thing. That's why I love being a 90s baby and growing up in the 2000s, because we had our own shows, right? The kids now, they think they know everything or think all this stuff is fresh and new, but nah, man, we already seen it, literally, right? We've literally already seen it. There's no new ideas. Even when they made the new Star Wars movies, It's nothing new. Y'all just remaking the same thing. Y'all got this whole universe, but everything still centers around the Skywalkers. What the heck? It's literally a galaxy far away. It's supposed to be all of these different stories, all of these different planets and stuff like that, but we still talking about the same people. That's why it's weird when it comes to like Marvel and DC. If you're a real nerd, you know that there's hundreds of hundreds of superheroes. Why the hell y'all keep making Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man? We've seen them already. Why y'all ain't got no Silver Surfer movie? Why y'all ain't got no it's so many at the top of my head, like a Static Shock. I remember Static Shock. I grew up with Static Shock back in the day. Why y'all ain't got Green Lantern? Like, why y'all ain't got all these other people that got, you know what I'm saying? They just now made Black Panther. It's literally heck of different stars and different comics and stuff like that, but y'all literally making the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was literally born in the 90s. There's been about 15 Batmans already. Just since the 2000s, they've had about 4 or 5 Spider-Mans. Like, literally, different people playing Spider-Man. Leave it alone. Right? There's no originality. You said they got to start with the remakes. Right. You said that already sounds like a mess. Yeah, a young Martin. Come on, man. You said another spinoff with Will Smith influence. Nah, I'm good. Right. You said young Sheldon made sense. This doesn't. And I wasn't even, and I can't even say I can't even get into that. I don't want to get into that because I wasn't a fan of Big Bang Theory. I think that was like a super overrated show. A super overrated show. Just like Friends. Why is Friends more popular than Living Single when Friends came from Living Single? They stole the whole idea, canceled the show, and then Friends. But that's a whole nother conversation. Y'all know what they do to black shows, and then y'all know what they do. There's no reason Jamie Foxx didn't have no series finale. The Wayans brothers didn't have a series finale. You know, you said it sounds like a bad idea, right? I love Gina. Yeah, I don't love what she did to the show, how she sabotaged everything. But she was claiming that Martin was harassing her and stuff. So there's conflicting stories when it comes to that, but they definitely need to, I would rather have an old Martin show. They call it young Martin. There's nothing wrong with remaking the show, right? With the same cast and everybody's older. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's in their uncle, grandpa stage. Tashina Arnold, who plays Pam, she still looks good, by the way. Anyways. But she's a great actress, and she has great comedic timing. She's a great comedic actress. So I can see her playing that auntie role, you know what I'm saying? Or even have her own kids, whatever the case may be. Or spice it up. Maybe Gina and Martin get divorced and he with Pam. Because Pam, quiet as kept. I don't care what y'all say. This is from my opinion. I think Martin and Tashina Arnold, I think Martin and Pam had a way better chemistry on camera. They had way better chemistry on camera. I don't know if it was like tension there. I don't know what it was, but Gina and Martin was okay. Don't get me wrong, obviously, but I think Pam and Martin had way better chemistry. Their interactions on the show was way better and funny, obviously. How they go back and forth with each other. You said, I agree, leave Martin alone, tried to be a copy. I mean, they just be messing up everything. Too many clones in the industry, right? Yeah, right. The awful, we don't even count that. The awful remake of Good Times. That was so disrespectful. They need to leave it alone because if they try to remake it, it's gonna ruin the original. Then no one wants to watch the original. Yeah, because I watch. They go bring the show back, and obviously they go show probably how Martin met Tommy and Cole, how they became friends, how he met Gina. Because remember when we first started watching it, they was already together. They was already all friends. He was already with Gina. You know what I'm saying? So I know they're gonna try to show everything, but it's like, nah, man. We don't care about how they met and all that stuff. We want to know what happened afterwards. Because how y'all ended the damn show. You know what I'm saying? Yes, 90s babies out here. You said when they remake Captain Planet, all has been for they remaking Captain Planet. They should leave that alone. They say they need better writers for sure. You said Big Bang Theory and Seinfeld were all trash. I think it's all overrated. I'm not a fan of Big Bang Theory. I think that was trash. I believe it or not, y'all, I've actually laughed at Seinfeld. Seinfeld got some episodes that's pretty funny, but it's way overrated. It's way overrated. SNL never been funny to me. Super overrated. Girlfriends, hilarious. Girlfriends is hilarious. And it's crazy that a white man wrote the show. Y'all, Kelsey Grammer, y'all knew that? The dude that made Frasier, you know that show Frasier? He plays Frasier. Girlfriends is his show. So that's pretty crazy. In Living Color, yeah, that was my show. I don't even know if In Living Color got a series finale. You said she definitely sabotaged the show. Yeah, Gina, she definitely did. Yeah, Tisha Campbell. You said, oh, you love the idea of an old Martin? Yeah, I think they should bring the whole cast back. And Martin got kids, grandkids, whatever. Like, I don't get it. Bring the original cast back if you go bring the show back. Yeah, they need to leave it alone. That's like trying to remake the Steve Harvey show, Moesha, sister, girlfriends. Yeah, they can't do it. They can't do it. Hey, Mr. Hightower. I love all those shows. All those shows are classics. Remember those dreams Martin was having with Pam? They dated in real, like they dated in real life. As far as I know, they didn't date in real life. He actually, allegedly, Martin and Gina was really doing stuff off camera, but that's allegedly. Because that chemistry was way too good. You said they had really good chemistry. You talking about Pam and Martin? You said what's gonna happen to TV next? TV's done. TV's done. Nobody watch TV no more. Nobody watch TV no more, y'all. You said you love Seinfeld. You said you enjoyed the Martin reunion. You like The Office. The Office. I was late to The Office. I was more of a Parks and Rec guy. I like Parks and Recreation, even though it's pretty much the same thing. But that's the show that I got into more. Sister and Moesha was better than those shows. Yeah, for sure. You said Frasier was trash, super boring. But he wrote Girlfriends. Ain't that crazy? You don't even like his show, but you like Girlfriends. Not everything needs to be rebooted and remade. Right. What happened to Mad TV? I love that shit. Yeah, Mad TV was way funnier than SNL. Yeah, Mad TV was way better. Where does bruh man from the Fifth Flow come in on the show? I think I don't know. They might try to bring him in. You know how they do. Try to make it seem like he knew him from back in the day. But as far as we knew, they try to make it seem like he only knew him just from living in the apartment complex. Why not bring back the Parkers? If that's the case, the main cast is still alive and look the same minus Andale. Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Andale, man. Said, talking about you look like Janet Jackson. More like Freddie Jackson. Y'all know she was in the original Friday. Okay, y'all like Seinfeld? Okay. You said I ain't really watch Girlfriends. Girlfriends was good. Yeah, Mad TV was dope. Hanging with Mr. Cooper, of course I do. Yeah, he from Oakland too. I don't know if y'all knew that. The actor that plays Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Mark Curry, he's from Oakland. Yeah, Mr. Cooper, that was with Raven was on that show too. Yeah, Rock was too good though. They had to get that show up on. It was too positive, and they was exposing a lot of stuff. You know, growing up as a black man, black family and stuff. Y'all know how they do. Y'all know how they do our shows. They get our shows up out of there. They yeah, man, that sucks. Mr. Cooper, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Jamie Foxx show, Moesha, what y'all say? Sister, Martin, obviously, Living Single, My Wife and Kids, the Wayans brothers. All of those shows was great, man. All of those, Malcolm and Eddie, you know, it's given Hollywood don't have original ideas. No, they don't. And it's crazy because they got AI, they got all this stuff. You know, you said that new show finna be watered down, right? Yep, my cousin Skeeter, that was my show, man. You know how he does, and you know how Skeeter flow. Skeeter's the one for me. He knows how to get down, knows how to party. Yeah. All the girls love his style. Skeeter drives us wild with his high profile. Hey, man, that was my show. Yeah, Taina was good. Yeah, they got the show up out of there in a season, even though it was one of the #1 shows on Nickelodeon. But we covered this when we talked about the whole Nickelodeon stuff that was going on with those kids and stuff. Apparently, Taina mama didn't play. So allegedly, they was trying to do some weird stuff and trying to exploit that girl, to be a little more, let's just say revealing and stuff on that show. And the mama wasn't playing it. The mama was protecting her baby. And they canceled her show. Yep, Good Times, Saffron and Son, A Different World, right. I get love and nostalgia, but classics need to stay classics, right. Yep, The Parenthood, that was my show too. Reagan Gomez, okay. Reagan Gomez, that was my girl, man. Woo! But yeah, man, we gotta leave this alone, y'all. So I saw this, I felt like this is something I wanted to talk about. Leave Martin alone, y'all. And I'll be honest with y'all, I ain't watching it. I still ain't watching not one episode of Bel Air. I ain't watched it. I'm not a fan of bringing stuff back because they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to do it. Like I said, if they would have brought back Martin with the original cast, okay, and Gina's back, you know what I'm saying? They building that chemistry back. I'll watch it, even though I wouldn't agree. I'ma still give it the side eye, but I'll be like, okay, let me see what they got. We got an older Martin. We saw that Martin can still be funny when it comes to Bad Boys movies and stuff. So it's like, okay, let's bring out an older Martin with Gina, and their maybe parents or grandparents and stuff like that. Got Pam back on the show. They got Cole as like a funny uncle, the dumb uncle. You know what I'm saying? Nope, they don't want to do it. That's why I feel like we got better ideas than than these producers and stuff and Hollywood writers. Because I think that's a great idea. That should be greenlit.